coolest X-Men movie we've ever seen since X2. That was hella long ago!
Hey, what's up you guys? Shortimus Prime here doing another Marvel Select figure review on the re-released Marvel Select Cyclops figure by Diamond Select Toys. Gotta give them a big thanks for making this review possible. Check the link in the description below for their YouTube channel so you can see the latest stuff coming out from Diamond Select. So we have this pretty cool packaging over here of Cyclops, and you see the interchangeable head right there. It says Cyclops on the side. Get this cool X logo right there. You may want to peel that off and keep it. I like to do that once in a while. Nice picture of classic Cyclops over here on the side. Not too bad. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then on the back, you see a picture of the figure. We got a couple other figures that are being released from Diamond. The Deadpool, Magneto. I've reviewed both of those. Then there's the X Factor variant of Cyclops, which I have yet to see. And then we have a bio on Cyclops over here. If you want to go ahead and read that, pause it now. And then on the side of the packaging this way, we have nothing really going on. So yeah, this guy looks pretty cool, man. I've been wanting to add him to my X-Men Select setup, and I'll finally be able to do so. So let's get to it and crack this figure open.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Cyclops out of his packaging, looking pretty sick. I really like the sculpt and the paint applications on this figure. The articulation is a bit lacking, but it's not unusual for a Marvel Select figure to be a bit limited in articulation. So as far as articulation goes, to Marvel Select standards, it's pretty standard, but I do like the sculpt of this. It's got a pretty standard frame, and I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, he comes with some accessories. Let's take a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at this figure. Danger Zone! I really like this Danger Room piece. I'd seen this before with the Marvel Select Storm figure, and I believe Marvel Select Gambit has this as well, even though I don't have that figure. I think those are the only 3 Marvel Select figures that come with these Danger Room pieces. But Cyclops stands pretty well inside of it, and you can put Marvel Universe figures, Marvel Legends in here if you want to. Get all kinds of displays going on. I really like the paint applications on this thing. Now, aside from the black paint, all the other paint colors have this nice metallic sheen to it, which I think is looking awesome. I like this green color and the blue. It's all got that metallic kind of look. You could clearly see it right there. Looks pretty awesome. Here's the floor of the Danger Room piece. Again, looking pretty nice. Nice silvers and blues and teals in here. I really like it a lot. Looks like a vent we have to the right over there. And then there's these little ports that don't work for anything, like you can see right here in this black piece. It's a little port. And that is for the storm pieces. And there's another one right there. So this guy does not come with any of those kinds of accessories like the buzzsaw or the flame effect. You can see another spot right there. But having just this base like this, I think it's pretty awesome. I like having it. And when it arrives, it comes in 3 pieces like this. So here's the bottom of it. And what you do is you take the 2 sides and you kind of mush them together like that, and then you split it apart, and then all these tabs tab into these slots right here at the very bottom of the base, and it assembles very easily, and boom, wham, there we go. And there it is, all put together, which is great. Then you can take your other Danger Room pieces like the one from Storm, and you can put it together, and you have a cooler base like that, which I think is fantastic. I think Diamond Select should just release a ton of these Danger Room pieces just all by themselves. I really like the head sculpt of this figure. I like the paint applications. We get a little bit of an extra red dot right there on the side, but that's very minor. But I really like how this looks. I think it really captures the likeness of Scott Summers as Cyclops. I think it looks really cool. I like this dark gold look we have for the visor. It looks pretty nice. The red looks like it's made out of a shiny metallic paint. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks pretty nice, and I like the flesh tone too. And the mouth isn't painted all weird or anything like that. It's pretty nice sculpt, and I like the shape of his head and everything. So I think that's pretty awesome. Just want to get a full 360 right over here. And just to talk about the blue paint on this guy, it's very subtle, but he does have paint shading throughout the figure, and I think that is awesome. And here's a look at the alternate head that comes with the figure, and I don't really like it so much. First off, I feel like the face looks kind of wide. Even comparing it to the regular Cyclops face over here, you could see like the jaw is just really wide on this alternate head and larger than the one where he has the visor on and the head mask and everything like that. So I think this is a better head sculpt. This one just kind of came out looking a little weird to me. I think the paint applications for his ruby quartz sunglasses a little sloppy. You can see his eyebrows are painted red over there. That doesn't really look too cool. I think the hair came out sculpted and painted pretty well though. It's got that nerdy kind of look to it. It's just all off to the side. Like I've never had my hair done like that before. Anyway, I like the flesh tone, but yeah, I think this head sculpt is just kind of weird. I don't really like it too much. Yeah, I'm not going to have my figure displayed with this head on. And as I mentioned earlier, I like the paint on this figure. It looks pretty good, and the sculpt is very nice as well. Pretty standard superhero physique, a lot of muscles and everything. Then here's his arms. Pretty buffed and yoked and everything. I guess this triceps bulging out pretty big over there. I don't like how these hands are sculpted though. These almost look like Mickey Mouse hands to me. And the shading on the yellow parts of the figure are very subtle, but they are there. But this looks like his hands made out of rubber or something like that. It looks kind of weird. And same thing with this hand over here. The fingers look like they're made out of rubber or something, or I don't know. There's something gelatinous about this hand. I don't really like it. But I do like that they sculpted and painted the X logo on his belt over there. The legs look pretty good too. And the boots look pretty nice. There's still some shading on the boots, even though it is very subtle. It's kind of hard to get some nice shading on yellow, but there it is. Then he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, and he does have some orange shading on the very bottom of his feet too. That's kind of funny. Then here's looking at the back of the figure. Pretty nice sculpt overall. Now this figure has decent articulation with one flaw, which puts my frustration level in the red. So his head does look up a little bit, barely at all, and you can move the head down some. So not a whole lot of head articulation. You can turn his head side to side, and you do get some neck pivot as well. So we have that. His arms move forward and they move upwards. He bends at the elbow, only one joint at the elbow, and he rotates side to side at the elbow. He rotates at the forearm where the glove ends over here. Now this is the big thing that really frustrates me, is that he has his Jean Grey pleasure pose right over here, and you can't get him to really touch his visor. That's just extremely frustrating for me. That sucks. You can't touch the visor. No. So since this hand position is useless for touching the visor, I guess it's good for only one other thing. Oi! Anyway, he rotates here at the waist. He has hip joints that move all the way outward. You can move them forward, but they have this weird angle to them that I really don't like. So no upper thigh swivel. You're just stuck like that if you want him stepping forward. He has a single jointed knee, bends 90 degrees. He rotates at the boot, and the ankles move down, up, and no ankle pivot or side to side movement. So for a Marvel Select, this Cyclops figure stands at a pretty decent height at about 7 inches tall. And here he is standing next to the Marvel Select Marvel Girl figure, and I think they stand in perfect scale together. And here he is next to the Marvel Select Wolverine Bub, and I think he stands just a little bit shorter than Cyclops. I think he should stand even shorter than this, but it's still not terrible. At least he's shorter than Cyclops, you know? And here he is next to his Marvel Legends counterpart, the Marvel Legends Sentinel Wave Cyclops figure, which has been one of my favorite Cyclops figures for a long time, but now I'm seeing as it's outdated. And compared to the Marvel Select version, I actually like the sculpting of this Marvel Select version a little bit more. The cuff boots right over here are a little overwhelming, along with this 5-pound visor. That thing looks huge compared to that one over there. But of course, the articulation is a lot better on this guy, as he can touch the visor with his hand. So I think this is a pretty decent figure. This isn't going to be your favorite Marvel Select purchase. There's a lot of other Marvel Select figures that I would recommend over this one, but it's not bad. I like the sculpt, and I really like that it comes with this Danger Room base. I think that's pretty awesome. The articulation is a bit lacking. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. Please check out MarvelousNews.com for a full photo gallery of images of this figure, and please hit the like button if you like the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
And here he is. Oh.